Hello everyone, I'm Sean.
This is who?
And we are the Courageour Frights, back once again for their series review.
Yes.
So we are continuing our review of Dragon Ball Daima. And this is episode 12.
True Strength.
True Strength. So just like last episode, this is broken into two fights primarily. So it's continuing the fight between Vegeta and Tamagami 2 and Majin Buu and Tamagami 1.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just kind of bounces back and forth between them. So first off, I guess we'll talk about Tamagami 1 fight.
Yes.
So Buu starts to get an advantage, and then he starts exhibiting some Majin Buu traits.
Yeah.
Which is whining about chocolate.
Chocolate, it wants chocolate all the time.
Yeah, so he basically has a protest and just refuses to fight. And then the other Tamagami 1 is like, so I see.
He's like, I'm fighting a dumbass.
I see. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm fighting an asshole. So he decides to grab and slam against a wall, and then that does nothing, but he starts going on the attack, starts trying to slice him with his sword and stuff, and Buu's able to evade him, but he doesn't fight until Ku comes back with some chocolate that he got from the Konbini again.
Yes.
And he throws it at him, and then he gets this huge intake of power, and Buu's able to defeat Tamagami 1.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the end of the part 1 of the fight, but as we know from the fight with Goku and Tamagami 3, there's a second part where you have to do some kind of puzzle. And in this case, it's like an arithmetic thing. You just have to add the numbers, but the numbers are like coming at you 1,000 miles an hour.
Yeah, really fast.
And no one can figure it out, including Arinsu. So you got low-level deities that don't even know how to add this fast. And apparently Majin Buu does. So he was able to add it up in his head.
So he has all the smarts, I guess.
Yeah, and then he just tells Buu the answer, and then Buu repeats it, and he wins. He gets the ball. So that leads to some interesting implications.
Yeah.
So one thing we kind of figured out is that Arinsu, at least is the character design of Arinsu and Glorio, are both quite similar to two characters from Dragon Ball Online and subsequently Xenoverse and Heroes.
Mm-hmm.
So you have two characters, one called Mira and one called Toa.
Yeah.
And they're like kind of like the main antagonists in all of those like ancillary materials, like video game characters. Mira is like the male one. He basically just looks like buff Glorio.
Yeah, he looks like Glorio. Like maybe his eyes are a little bit different. He has like eyebrows, but
yeah.
Mira doesn't have eyebrows, but it's like okay.
Yeah. And while those guys are the same species, the other one's a little bit more of a stretch, but not by too much. But Arinsu does resemble Toa quite a bit.
Yeah. Just
with a different haircut and slightly different colored skin.
Yeah, like she has like a bodysuit on, and Toa, but I guess Arinsu has like an actual like dress on. So I guess there's a difference.
Right, but they do look like similar characters. And it never crossed my mind until Ku exhibited that he's like a mathematical genius.
Yeah.
Because I knew Ku was smarter than the average Majin Buu type thing, but I didn't realize he was that smart.
Yeah.
So it kind of brought up a question like, is this going to be kind of like the new version of Fu or something? Like, if Ku and Buu fuse.
Yeah, which I'm assuming is going to happen.
Right. Since Buu is just Buu, basically. He's got all the strength of Buu and the same traits. But if you combine that with the intelligence of Ku and leveled off some of the savageness of Buu, it's like he could end up being like this genius Majin scientist or whatever. With a lot of power, which is kind of few. So we'll see what they do with that, but it could be kind of a reworking. I'm not saying they are those characters. I'm just saying that it's kind of reworking it. It's kind of like they did with Broly or whatever.
I think that's probably what they're going to do, because it's kind of... It'd be interesting to use other things from other non-canon things and just put it in the actual show. Because there was a lot of good ideas out there.
Right.
Unless it is, I don't know, is Dragon Ball the online a canon thing? Or
Well, not strictly.
Okay.
Depends what your definition of canon is, but yeah, not strictly canon.
It's not like Legends or something or whatever.
Yeah, it's kind of like the equivalent of Legends if you're going to do like a Star Wars thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that could potentially be what they're doing there. We'll see what happens, but I'm almost certain Ku and Du are going to merge into each other at some point.
Because it's obvious like Glorio and Aritsu are kind of like, they're kind of in leagues with each other, right. So it's kind of...
Yeah, so I wonder if they are going to become kind of this franchise's Mira and Toa kind of thing.
I wouldn't be opposed to it. I don't know how Toa is, but Mira, I'm assuming, is like kind of like Glorio, but I don't know.
Yeah, probably, because I think Toa is basically the mastermind behind it, so that's like Aritsu. So anyway, that's what's going on with the Majin side of things. So they get their Dragon Ball. So King Goma becomes aware that Arinsu has betrayed him and has stolen the Dragon Ball.
Yeah, because it's like, there's an explosion at the palace, and he's like, what's that?
Yeah.
Let me switch it on to the other security camera. Oh, they're fighting each other.
This crap's going on, like, right outside.
Yeah.
So, now he knows that Arinsu's up to something. So then we go back to the other fight with Vegeta. And last week it looked like Vegeta got eaten by the Kraken.
Yeah.
Which this time we find out that he did evade it. Goku goes in to help, but Vegeta's okay. He's hanging on the tentacle. And then he goes out to fight the Tamagami some more. And then the Tamagami like strategically positions himself in a way that he's able to blast Vegeta into the mouth of the Kraken. So now he did get eaten by the Kraken. But he immediately powers up in Super Saiyan and blasts his way out of it. And the Kraken looks very much like Squidward.
Yeah, just like kind of like gives up and like whatever.
Just wanders back into the ocean. And then Vegeta continues fighting the Tamagami, and then Neva, being a jerk that he is, decides to superpower the Tamagami because he's like, oh, you guys like to fight, huh? I'll help you out.
Got my fighting right here.
So he makes the Tamagami like supercharged, like imbued with magic. And it starts to beat up Vegeta and basically knocks him out for a couple seconds.
He unlocked his true potential.
Yes. And Vegeta wakes up again, powers up to some ridiculous level, and comes flying out of the water. And then we get something that Vegeta fans have wanted probably for 30 years.
Yeah.
We had Vegeta show that he can do Super Saiyan 3. So it's the first time we've ever seen Super Saiyan 3 in canon for Vegeta. Like, it's been in Heroes and Xenoverse and crap, but never canon, like the regular anime.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense for some people because of the fact that he didn't do it when he fought Beerus in Battle of Gods. But at the same time, Goku did do Super Saiyan 3, and he got his ass knocked out in like 3 seconds.
Yeah, I think that against Beerus, Vegeta probably knows that Beerus is a lot stronger than this Tamagami or whatever. So
Super Saiyan 3 is kind of like a stage everybody skips over anyway.
Yeah.
So it's not really all that powerful compared to other forms. So it's not that weird that he doesn't do it, considering
whatever.
He was told by King Kai that Goku tried that and failed immediately.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why he didn't do it.
Like, there's no point. It's like, that's what Vegeta's character is like, almost like, there's no point in doing things, they're going to do it.
Yeah, not going to do it, yeah. So that's probably why. I mean, the real answer is they didn't know that he was going to go Super Saiyan 3 at that point.
Yeah.
But in canon, it's still not that much of a plot hole.
No.
And so we get to see Vegeta in Super Saiyan 3, and then he basically just kicks Tamagami's ass.
Yeah.
The rest of the fight just dominates him. And then, obviously, he wins. And then we get the final puzzle, which is like a word problem.
Yeah, it was like, how many biscuits does this snake eat or something?
Yeah, it was how many biscuits does like Johnny have, and he goes and gives the biscuits to a goat and a dog, and
divides the biscuits between this person. It's like really
it's kind of complicated.
Yeah,
I think most of people were paying attention to the numbers.
Yeah,
which I think was like 3 or something that he had left over that he gave to that last snake or whatever.
Yeah, because I guess he did say he never ate any.
Right. Well, he ate 5 to start, and then he did end up getting split. But the point of it was that the question was, how many did Ichiro get? Ichiro is the snake. Vegeta correctly guesses 0 because snakes don't eat biscuits. So It was like a trick question.
Some trick questions. He's like, oh, yes, that's right.
So Vegeta somehow accidentally got the right answer. Because, like, you could tell that he didn't know that was the answer. Yeah. He's just like, really? I won? So, actually, Bulma probably would have got it wrong. Because she probably would have been paying attention to the numbers.
Yeah, she's like, he wouldn't have got this right.
Yeah, because she thought he was going to lose for sure. And Goku can't count. So, he's over there trying to figure out how many fingers he has.
Yeah, he's using fingers and toes.
Yeah. Even though the starting number was like 10.
Yeah.
So Vegeta won everything, and he won the quiz as well on his own without any help.
And he had one of the best fight scenes in the show now.
Yeah. So Vegeta fans can shut up for a while.
Yes.
Me being one of them, I will say that I was pretty happy with this episode. So we'll see what happens next week. As the interesting thing now is it's really hard to predict what they're going to do next.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of open-ended at the end of this one. There's no obvious path. Obviously, they're going to go to end up in Universe 1.
Or because they were like, our next stop is Universe 1.
Yeah, World 1, whatever. So, but at that point, Rinsu's probably going to try to arrange some way to steal the Dragon Balls. Probably use Glorio.
Yeah.
To try to take him or something. Because Glorio already faked trying to sabotage the...
Yeah, he was like, oh, there's something wrong with the ship. Even though I'm the only one that's been in here this whole time.
Yeah, and he just unplugged... He took, like, the spark plug out or something, and, like, Pansy just fixed it immediately.
Yeah, Pansy was R2-D2 and just flipped the switch on and started working again.
So that failed. His attempt to stall for time.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what they do next week. Like I said, there's no obvious thing that's going to happen. Like, this episode was fairly obvious, other than we don't know who was going to win. We knew it was going to be about this fight.
I think there's going to be there might be two... Like, I'm assuming Super Saiyan 3 is going to show up again.
Probably.
And maybe it'd be like Vegeta Super Saiyan 3 with Goku Super Saiyan 3, and they probably fuse together to fight Fu and Do, or whatever, if that's the case.
Possibly. But... There's interesting things with the bug fusion.
Yeah.
Because if they're doing fusion, it's going to have to be bug-based.
Yeah.
This time around. Because they don't have... Vegeta doesn't know how to do the fusion dance. Because he doesn't learn that till Broly. And there's no Potara unless they end up using... I can't remember if Shin has his Potara with him. But I think... What they're gonna do is the fusion bug, because that's obvious. They already talked about that a long time ago. But that's gonna set up something interesting because the Potara cause Vegito. Mm-hmm. The fusion dance causes Gogeta, so that's two different things from two different fusions. So, like, is there another Goku Vegeta fusion that comes from the bugs that's different from the other two? And also, could they make it really weird and have, like, Piccolo or something?
Yeah, triple fusion. Because it does show that picture on there. It shows three different things fusing together.
Right.
So, they could do that, because Piccolo hasn't done anything. Piccolo's, like, literally just been there just to say, I've never been to this place before. Yeah. I don't know Namekian or something. He just says something weird.
Piccolo's there. He's, like, doesn't know anything.
He's like, okay.
He's there to prove to people that he's not the biological son of Piccolo Daima.
He's there to enrage the fan base.
Yeah,
that's all he's there for.
Pretty much. Because he's not actually the son of Piccolo Daima, because he's like, I don't remember this place.
Yes.
And then they ask him about Namekian or whatever, and he's like, I've been on Earth too long. It's like, what do you mean too long? You spent your entire life on Earth.
Yeah.
So obviously he's not the child of Piccolo Daima. He's more like a reincarnation of him. So, but he's there to piss off certain aspects of the fan base. Otherwise, he hasn't done anything yet.
Yeah, he's literally just been there to sit there.
Yeah. And
that was it. It's like, Piccolo, you gotta do something. Do something.
Maybe he'll fuse with Goku and Vegeta.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Probably
some real weird
Goku
shit.
Like, that would be definitely something new we probably have never seen before.
That was Toriyama's last gift to the world.
Yeah, a fusion of Goku, Vegeta, and Piccolo.
Yeah, he knew he wasn't long for this world, so he was just like, I'm gonna make some weird shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's pretty much where we're at with Dragon Ball Daima. So next week we don't have one. It skips a week. But when it returns, it will be on episode 13.
13, which is surprise.
Surprise!
Yes.
Maybe it will be a surprise, because I don't really know what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Next.
And there's only like 6 more episodes, or 6...
Unless surprise is
8 more episodes.
Unless surprise is where Glorio betrays them, in which it's the least surprising thing possible.
It's the least surprising. He's going to be like, let me hold the bag for you, and then walk into the palace and give it to him.
Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. That'll be the surprise.
Which the only thing that they do that they don't know, the only one that knows that is was it Namekian? You have to know Namekian to do these Dragon Ball summons. So maybe that probably is the case.
Yeah, maybe.
They're gonna be like, let me bring that in with the ring. So the rest of them trying to summon it and they can't because they don't know that you need Namekian to do it.
Yeah. Also, one more thing before we go. I think the last line in the episode was something that Goma said.
Yeah.
And it was something like, if that's the case, then something or other. Like, it sounded like he had some other plan up his sleeve.
Yeah, they said they have to take drastic measures. Goma tells the Getsu they must take drastic measures, according to this Wikipedia thing.
Right, but what does that mean?
Yeah, I wonder what that means.
So, they could try to do something with... It either means they're going to try to do something to Dende, or it means that they have some other trick that they can employ, like another character or something they can use.
Yeah, that is another thing that we haven't... Because they've been looking for the Eye of Terror or whatever that thing is. Which we know that one guy has.
Yeah, Hybis.
Hybis has on his belt.
So I wonder if they're going to introduce something else. Like maybe they have some other ancient demon Boo type thing that's locked away somewhere that they keep hidden, like a Janemba or something. Because Janemba's like non-canon right now, so it's like they could rework him into canon.
Yeah.
As just some like demon monster that they have on hand.
Yeah, because it kind of doesn't make any sense that everything there is so weak. They gotta have something that's strong in the demon
that's true. Cause
something's like, oh, we need to use this in case someone attacks us, type of thing. Even though they've been blocking themselves off forever, but because they do, I guess they do have all the thing where it has a spirit energy being like sucked in, like been taking people's energy. Mm-hmm. So they have to do something with that out of
Yeah, that's true. What the hell are they doing with that?
Yeah, they literally just have it somewhere. Like they just been storing it.
That's like what they did to summon Boo.
Yeah.
So maybe it is Janemba or something, like a reworking of Janemba.
That probably is it.
Or another Boo, which that would be boring, but
yeah,
because we already have Boo.
Yeah, you have basically 2 Boos now.
Yeah, that's enough Boo. Boos. Like maybe they're gonna do a Janemba type thing. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Plus, it's something the fans like.
The Janemba's there, or something really powerful.
Yeah, that could work. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments what your theories are, what you thought of this episode, what you want to see in the future, and that's about it. So if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. Consider subscribing for more like this in the future, and you too could feel the strong welling within. See ya.
See ya.